Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Jason here at Signature Esports, and a pleasure it is to have you here live and at charge for a whole lot more fun and a whole lot more action here at Texas. I told you yesterday, I'll tell you today, they do it bigger in Texas. And the IVRL Hmg Innovation Series here on your Monday Night Racing is ready to go. John Freeman's going to be your pole sitter today for the 9th race of the season. Texas getting underway for 120 laps. Thomas Kohik's going to be the outside pole sitter. Joe Conley and Cody McKinney will make up row number 2. Tyler Brown and Charles Shirk will make up row number 3. Mandarin back in. Oh man, James, how you doing out there, buddy? Hopefully you're having a fantastic day. Hopefully you stream it too. Matthew Montgomery is going to be outside of him in row number 4. Papa Bear in that Campbell. He is going to, Mr. Campbell is going to be there in 9th spot. Shane Tierney in that 10th one, right there to the outside. Apologize about so I'm using a new / kind of new overlay for SDK. We're going to try it out tonight because I kind of like the way it looks. It kind of looks more traditional NASCAR mix, NASCAR Indy kind of look. So I'm going to fix the numbers over the course of the not today, but over the course of the next day or two. But that is kind of the way it's looking. Dustin Slover's going to be there with Mr. Vance Coik. Goat Racing Machine gets ready to have his Texas debut today. Down that list we go. Joey McKinney, Donald Bennett, and then Ryan Henshaw, Nick Goebel, Daniel Ferry. It's going to have Brian Ferry with him, Tommy Schaefer, and Christopher Brown. All of those drivers ready to rock and roll. 20 drivers in the field. Ken Rosenfield, brought to you by HMG Innovations. Go to hmginnovations.com to check out more on what they're doing. Hopefully you're having a wonderful evening, because I am, and just love Texas. I love this. Cody Allen McKinney, thank you for the share. Papa Bear, thank you for the like and the share. Mike Arney, thank you very much for the like out there on Facebook as well. Stick Racer, thank you for becoming a follower out there on Twitch. Kendra, thank you for the like. Thank you to all the folks out there doing what you do. Much love and appreciation, because I couldn't do it without you, and you are all the best part of waking up. Chats are live on all the platforms. Charles says, I'll be racing tonight, but not getting any points for it. Out there to have fun. Full send, Charles. Good luck to you tonight, buddy. Full send for the jerk, man. Sunset at the nighttime. We're going to go 25 laps on the race information. Stages on 25 and 50. 80% fuel for the drivers. And that's the impact. New Tower, Texas. 120 laps, side-by-side racing. Freeman, Conley, Kohik. That's going to be your top. Whoa, Conley all the way up the racetrack. Free already in front of the drivers. Joe Conley behind. Is he able to save it? He is. He was able to save that. Man, oh man. Nice job by the 99. He was free early. So opportunities here. Freeman in the 16. Rolling with Kohik right there to the number 3 truck. Man, that was intense. Nice job by the driver, though. Holy cow. Tommy Schaefer's going to be your driver tonight. Who's running the numbers for everybody. So thank you to Tommy out there doing what you do. You see at the bottom of the numbers. He is going to try to keep this one running green. 2 of 120. As the 16 into 3 roll the corner. There's the one of Cody McKinney. Tyler Brown right behind. Last lap for the drivers. What I like about this overlay, because it is it's technically the one they used last year for the Indy 500, and they kind of had it changed a little bit for the NASCAR look. What I've done, and what I like about it, is that I can see who's faster from the front to the middle half of the racetrack, and I can now see who's faster in what sector as well. So now we've got faster racing lines. Jurek fastest on the racetrack right now, 29.93. First driver to hit below the 30-second mark. Don't count him out just yet. Into the corner he goes. He's got my favorite paint schemes. The Fallout 76 all over it. We do like to see him get in and out and roll the corner. 27 to James Mandarin right there in fifth at 2 from the start of the race. Still trying to find some pace to keep up. I tell you what, Texas has been very slippery for the drivers this week. Bringing the 16 out front. Chevy trying to hold on. I'm sorry, Toyota trying to hold on. Didn't see the manufacturer. Well, hold the phone here. They're trying to wonder what people are driving. Oh, dang, oh, dang. Excuse me. Side by side here, McKinney picks up the lead, but Kohic's going to be right behind. On the inside, holy cow. I'll tell you what, pack racing is pack racing. Two Fords, a Chevy, a Toyota rolling the corner here. Hmg Innovations, IVRL Truck Series rolling the corner. Everybody trying to find more pace. Cody McKinney still fastest on the racetrack at the moment. Gets around a lot of the drivers. I do want to take a look at some of the things that we were looking at before. Playoff standings for the drivers right now does look like Cody McKinney, Nick Goebel, Charles Mosley, Daniel Ferry, and Joe Conley all have wins here. Cody McKinney trying to make it the first with more than 2 wins. Actually, I take that back. He is the only driver with multiple wins. Goebel, Mosley, Ferry, and Conley trying to dominate here as well. Brandon Zimmerman right there, the most in points of the drivers that are not locked into the playoffs. Put that back, it'll be Trevor Zalesny that has the most, and then Joey McKinney, then Brandon Zimmerman, because Brandon did not drive last week. He's not in the race this week either. At least for this week. Gotcha. Never mind. We see the things. We see him rolling. McKinney, Kohick, Freeman, Mandarin, Montgomery. Mandarin up another spot. He is cruising, isn't he? Up 3. Matthew Montgomery in the 0-4 there as well. He's trying to close in some of his speed. There goes Charles Jurek at the number 76. Down to the bottom of 5. Joey McKinney, right where he started. Joey at 2082 on the iRating. He has gained. Van Squake trying to hold on as well. There's the 23 to the bottom side. He's got a little rear damage there. Holy goodness gravy. Hopefully he is not feeling the impact of that. But you never know. You never know. 11 of 120. We're going to go all the way to 25. These drivers are going to have just a little bit of a split-second review, and then once we get from that point on, then it will be just measuring. Conley out of the race, decided to park it on lap 2. Got free off the corner there. It was a shame to see. Always look forward to seeing what he's going to be able to do and what kind of line he's going to run. I am going to be working on the new bottom as well for the iRacing bottom, so you're going to see that change here very soon. We're going to do something creative graphically for our platform, and I am going to be working on the iRacing placement as well, because I have to have the iRacing placement on there. New things coming this week. I am feeling very creative and ready to rock and roll. Tierney in the 19, tracking himself down another spot. Matthew Montgomery was as high as 4th. Now finds himself back where he started in 8th. Donald Bennett up 7, biggest mover of the race so far. Nick Goebel trying to be that driver and says, I'm going to take my time, but I'm going to make up some ground here, and I'm going to make some move. Papa Bear Campbell at number 71, back a couple of spots. Don't count them out just yet. You're going to have good long green flag runs. 80% fuel means that they're going to complete the stages just fine. It'll be 2 sprints, basically, for the drivers, and then at the very end, we should see a green flag pit stop in the midst of that 70 lap run. So that's what we're excited to see. They should split it in half. Drivers will come in whatever they feel like it in that regard, and then be able to make it work. Overton Speed Shop on the back of the number 1 truck as Cody McKinney finds himself 30-60 on the iRating. Thomas Kohik behind him, 29-64. John Freeman, 25-69. And 23-61 for Charles Jurek, who has made up some ground. There's James Mandarin back to 5th. He was up to 4th, now back to 5th. We don't count him out, but 27, really working. Really working. Alrighty. How's everybody doing today? I am saving some project settings here because I want to make sure that all of this saves. There's a lot to this new remote and the new things that they're doing with that, so I'm pretty pleased with it. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. Hopefully you like it out there. HMG Innovations on the top left. I want to see how they've got that situated. I think the color is inverted, which is not too bad. It looks pretty darn decent. Somebody on the bottom of the backstretch here, this Tyler Brown here. Caution will come out for the first time. He's going to reset. It's Tyler Brown in the number 2 will find himself on pit road. They'll come around and meet the pace car. We will see what happens in just a second. There it is. Caution flag goes. Something happened here. We'll back up and see. I think he just got free. He did. Got some right side damage already to that truck. Oh, his engine blew. Ooh, man. See anything else happen to him in between all that? It must have been from earlier somehow, some way. His engine blew up. That is the way it goes. Caution waves. 19 of 120. Should have a little split here. Alrighty. Dang all day. Excuse me. All right. 3 comes to pit road. McKinney should stay out. I do believe he is going to stay out. Better that this is going to be a stage win yet. Caution did come out on lap 17, sorry, for Tyler Brown. I believe it's 18 total. So they'll have a little sprint here, and then get themselves back around for the stage. Excited to see it. All right, folks. Let's see if we can move this up just a little. Aha! We can. We'll see. Might be a little easier to read, too. All right, folks. I like it. It's looking good. I think it looks good. And because I think it looks good. It makes it, it's just impressive to me. All right, IVRL HMG Innovations Truck Series. Again, at 20 of 120, they'll go back to green here. Choose rule on for the first driver, and that'll be where McKinney restarts here. Stage win's going to be a big factor. First caution for incident. Tyler Brown in on pit road. Daniel Ferry coming off pit road. He is limping the truck off. He has to stay down. He's got some right side damage there that is absolutely looking like it's hurting that truck. Remember, Texas has some of the slowest pace laps around this racetrack, so we're going to be seeing just how long these things take to get around here. And while we do, take a vocal break. I'll be right back with you. So Mandarin's live on. I've got his stream pulled up here too. So we're doing double duty here. Hopefully he's going to be all right. I see James looking at his outside row here, the number 27. This is what he sees on his view. Sees Charles Jurek looking pretty darn wicked out there. They're getting ready to go green flag racing. I just wanted to make sure that we pulled up a stream and gave it a big old fat like. Yeah. There you go. Love you, James. You're amazing. Good to see you back out there. McKinney, Jurek, Freeman, Mandarin. That's going to be your top 4 drivers. Tierney, Goebel, Van Scoik. And I don't know why Van Scoik's Charles's name is hyphenated there. It should have let him have it, but it doesn't matter. McKinney's going to take him to it. Green flag. Little sprint to the 25. They're going to roll McKinney, Jurek, Freeman, Tierney, Mandarin. Be your top 5. James going to lock down some of that time. Slover came to pit road. So did Christopher Brown. So did Matthew Montgomery. Daniel Ferry did as well. Kohik did. Kohik just trying to take his time. 23 and 120. They come around, and 1, 2, 3 seems to be right there. Charles Jurek has a little bit of no. Freeman taps the grass there. We watched what happened yesterday whenever they came across the grass. Those tires will send them back around. Charles Jurek trying to push up some points here, push up some daisies for the number 1 car. Side by side, Freeman, Mandarin, and Tierney. All these drivers back here trying to make it work. Cody McKinney comes around 24 of 120 as they complete lap 24. You'll see the 176, 16, 19, 27 of Mandarin all the way in fifth. They're going to throw the caution for the stage. That is your stage one winner, Cody McKinney. Leads him around. Gets it rolling. Hmg Innovations Truck Series. Trying to figure out. Oh, yes. There it is. Should pop up. Let's see if it will. This information should be popping up. So I don't know why it's not. It's all good. We'll reload the other one. And we'll see if it'll show up now. Bam. There it is. Cody McKinney, stage one winner. 176, 16, 19, 27, 24, 41, 23, 18, 32. Ryan Henshaw will be in 10th. Joey McKinney in 9th. Ben Skoik 23rd, or the 23 in 8th. Sorry, let me speak correctly. Bennett in the 41 will be in 7th. Global's made up some ground. Biggest mover of the race. He is in 6th now, up 10 from the start of the race. And everybody coming to pit road. Full send. Montgomery should stay out. He is on the lead lap. I think the only driver that's not on the lead lap, well, Tyler Brown is, I think he is going to be out of the race. So Brown, Conley, and Schaefer, everybody else still out there. Montgomery is going to be your race leader here. Slover will be in 2nd. Kohick will be in 3rd. Freeman and company are on pit road. And man, good run. This driver's had a good little run right there. Not a bad little drive off there. Folks, if you like what you see and you see what you like, make sure that you give us a like and follow on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. I'd appreciate it if you did, because everything that you do out there benefits these drivers and what they do. Yes, it does make us a little bit bigger, but at the end of the day, I don't care about that. I care about making our craft bigger and better, so that way we reach more people for these folks. Hopefully you have a fantastic day. HMG Innovations Truck Series, rolling the IVRL International Virtual Racing League. That is the platform in which the Truck Series works. You can find both of the platforms, International Virtual Racing League and HMG Innovations, on Facebook and Twitter. I tagged them in our tweet earlier because I'm awful at Twitter and everything else. All right, they're gonna go back to it. Hopefully you're all having a fantastic Monday night racing here for the International Virtual Racing League. Try to make it work, try to make it stick. 28 of 120. They're gonna come around, and I do believe they'll go back to green flag racing to complete lap 30. As we are lights on with the pace car at the moment. All right, folks, get ready. Almost full send time again. They are ready to go again. And looking forward to seeing what kind of line they're going to be able to run here. I am, like I said I was going to be making adjustments throughout this race, and I am doing that. So I do apologize if things pop up and I move them around, because it will happen that way. So I apologize if you see it overlapping or crossing something over, because I want to make sure I get it working and make sure it all just kind of fits. So full send. They are ready. So am I. Montgomery gets the green flag. He's gone. Montgomery, Slover, Kohik, Freeman, Jurek, McKinney. What? Charles had a fast pit stop there. Montgomery, when he came to pit road, was on pit road for quite a while. His pit stop was about 28 seconds, so everything's fixed here. Montgomery, Kohik, Freeman, Slover, McKinney, Jurek, Tierney, Bennett, Goebel, Manuel, and Goebel trying to get back to that plus 10 spot that we saw him at earlier. They're free. 16 goes around, and the big one happens. Half the field out. Holy cow. Caution. James, thanks for the like out there. Thank you for the share as well, brother. Appreciate you. Man. Oh, man. Let us go and find where that one started. All right. 14 was up high. It's Dustin Slover right here. Kind of want to see where it happened. Charles Jurek behind. Whoop, 16 got free. That was the wiggle. John Freeman right here. That's what I wanted to see. And we found the root cause there. And the root cause was new tires. Watch him. Skirt. Oh, man. Juan checks up. 14. 16 goes around. 19 into the one. Oof. And then the carnage behind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 drivers to pit road now. McKinney, Cody McKinney, one of those drivers, took some nose damage off of that. Cautions are brought to you by Roasted Gems and the IVRL and the IVRL HMG Innovations Truck Series. Very familiar with Roasted Gems, good coffee. Check them out, roastedgems.com. My sponsor, Nerds Do Nerd Things. We get a commercial.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
Looking at the field here, 2 cautions for incident, 1 for the stage at 25. That one took out quite a few drivers, and a lot of them are on pit road getting some repairs taken care of. There's Christopher Brown here in the 92. You know, you try to look at the everything within reason, but this is a group that has no fast repair. So anybody that's out here trying to get some things taken care of, that's exactly what they're doing. They're doing as much as they can for as long as they can. Van Squick out of the race, Joey McKinney getting his stuff taken care of. Some leagues like fast repair, some do not. But right now, there's a lot to be said. I mean, Cody McKinney still has some of that nose damage. Right behind him, Ryan Henshaw as well. Heavy nose damage. Campbell took some right side. Jurek all over that nose. That's just a shame. There's Mandarin right there. He's in fourth. Montgomery here. We watched Texas be kind of difficult over the last couple of weeks for some of these drivers and some of these leagues, and that is because that bottom lane is tough on 1 and 2, because 1 and 2 is not the lane that you want to be full throttle in at Texas. You have to lift at some point, and even if it's just for a second, because if not, if you full throttle it into 1 or 2, you actually will go around, especially if you're double file. So, it is what it is. It is what it is. Hey, there we go. I figured out how to fix it. Oh, sand. There it is. Now I can see the numbers. Hopefully you can see the numbers too. Thank you to everybody out there. We love you. We appreciate you. Yeah. Where's the driver numbers? Yeah, but that doesn't look very... Okay. Green flag. Goebel up 15. Restart rolls for him. Valvoline, DuPont side by side. A little bit of Chevy action happening. Kohik here and the number 3 right behind. McKinney trying to track him down, but McKinney's going to be under fire from Mandarin right here. Right rear and nose damage from McKinney. Mandarin looks clean. McKinney trying to battle back here after what happened to him just a moment ago. And be watching it though. Got a clean truck behind you that's trying to, 1, help you, but 2, win his own race. Campbell back here at the 71. It's a little bit of right side damage. A little right front damage. You can see it crinkled up on the top of it right there. And one better way to look at that is, I believe the gyro cam I have it set up. Look at that lift right there on the hood of that truck. Campbell driving it forward. Well, it shouldn't do too much. You should be able to drive and work this racetrack. And they're going to go to lap 50. So another opportunity for these drivers to get in there and get fixed. Get some more repairs done if they didn't get them all taken care of. As long as they can keep it clean and stay on the lead lap, it'll work in their advantage. Daniel Ferry and the number 8 has some right side. Charles has some nose damage. Ryan Ferry looks to be clean. Ryan's going to be very pleased with his truck here. I know that he was involved a little bit there, but he looks to be clean here. His truck looks spot on. So I'm a full send for the 90. 92 of Christopher Brown. He gets a lot of his stuff taken care of. Little nose crinkle right there. Oh, man, look at that nose crinkle. John Freeman in the 16 out of the race. Tierney out of the race. Looks like Slover's going to be. So that took out a lot of drivers, folks. And so now we're going to have a shootout for 11 laps, or for 11 drivers. And we'll be 80 to go Well, they're completing lap 39. Now they're going to complete lap 40. It'll be 80 to go this time by. Kohik, Goebel, Montgomery, McKinney. Cannot Goebel. Goebel's the long run king. Kohik doing what I'm. You don't need to disrupt the draft. It's only lap 40. These trucks don't bed very well over the course of the racetrack. If you're trying to slipstream draft on the back on the back straightaway, you're causing undue wear and tear. I'm failing to understand. I guess I don't have a 3,000 I rating. I don't know. I don't know. Goebel made a mistake there, though. He dropped in, hit the bottom of that apron, and that'll do it. Across the grass he goes as well. I would just run my line. You're disrupting the draft of the truck isn't doing anything good for the tires. McKinney to third. Mandarin back up to fourth here. Montgomery behind him. As these two drivers, they duke it out. Goebel figured it out. Says, nope, we're good. I'm just going to run my line. So is McKinney. The back straightaway is not long enough to try to break up the draft. That doesn't make any sense, and it feels like you're making more of an impact on your tires by trying to drive into the corner or drive off the straightaway and wiggle your truck down to the second lane to break up the draft of the truck behind. McKinney trying to go around. Goebel's going to do so. Goebel's going to let him have it. And Cody McKinney, who led the first quarter of this race, is pretty close to it. It's there to track down Kohik here. 5 laps to go. McKinney trying to back-to-back the stages here. As a tenth went to... No, Goebel got within a tenth of Kohik there. And now, since he got back behind McKinney's actually losing ground here. He's going to need a lot of attention to that truck. 24 backs up the corner there and hits the bottom of the apron once again. And now the 24 and the 04 shut the door to the 27 there. That didn't make any sense. Mandarin will have to drive back around if he wants to have that kind of race line. 3 of Kohik looks to extend his lead here, getting into stage number 2. Dustin says that was close. It was close, man. Charles, man, I hate to see it. Kendra, yes, it was a very big one. Missed the chat. Sorry, folks. Motor was gone. No coming back from that. That looked to be like that was it was rough, but I appreciate everybody. Stay in the chat. Stay watching. Somebody explain to me why we would wiggle on the back straightaway. I've watched a ton of racing, and I've watched, not only watched, but commentated well over 600 iRaces between my platform and others. And I've yet to see somebody wiggle like he did. Now McKinney is catching him. 49 of 120. McKinney is catching him now. So he hit the 3 hits the bottom of the apron. He did what Goebel did, and right here's an opportunity. McKinney wants this one. Might not push it though. I wouldn't. I would Let's say, you know, a stage win is a stage win, and he had a stage win in stage one. Kohik comes around here. He'd be able to find it out. And that'll be stage 2 in the books. So I think Kohik should have that one. I do believe. Yep, there it is. Come on now. Somebody throw it. There it is. I think McKinney was slowing down to throw the caution. Oh, Thomas Kohik's going to win stage 2, and he does so very wiggly. I ain't mad. I ain't hating on him. I'm just I hate to see him make a mistake where he does that and overcorrects himself. And basically takes himself and the other 11 drivers that are still left in this field out. You would hate to see that off of turn 2, because turn 2 can get tight. And if it gets tight and you come off the corner and try to break the air off the drivers behind you, and you notice that Cody McKinney over the course of the last 10 laps right there, besides driving around other drivers, over the last 3 laps he was catching them quick, fast, and hurry. So those are the things that I look at. I look at this as numbers, folks. Yes, there are dots in there, and there's physics involved. But to see something like that happen, I want to make sure that we're, you keep in mind that as a genuine race fan and as somebody who's to paint the story of what's going on here, I want to make sure that these folks are doing what they need to do to find themselves a good racing line, because you'd hate to see them make a mistake and say, man, I wish he didn't do that, because quote unquote told you so. It is what it is. John Freeman, your pole sitter, is out of the race, so Kohik is second fastest in the racing line as far as qualifying goes. He'll win the race off pit road, but he'll have Cody McKinney to either side of him. Nick Goebel ready to get back out there and strike again. This will be the longest run of the race, and we'll go about 70 laps total. That'll include the pace laps. Appreciate everybody out there. Thank you to the IVRL Hmg Innovations, of course, and of course all of you out there tuning in each and every Monday for these folks. They do follow the NASCAR Truck Series. Thank you for like James. Thank you for all those shares. I appreciate you, my man. I do think, let's see, NASCAR Truck Series schedule. Where are they going at next week? North, they're going to go to Charlotte Motor Speedway next Monday, which is the 30th. When is that Memorial Day? Are we racing Memorial Day? That is something to be... I will have to ask if we are racing on Memorial Day, because Memorial Day is kind of the busiest day of my career, every single Memorial Day, so we'll see. Vicky says, let's go McKinney boys. Absolutely. Appreciate you all. We shall see. We shall see. You know that you're taking that weekend off at ORL. Yes. Chase, how are you doing? I know that they are taking off Saturday for goat racing, Sunday Outcast Racing League, yes, and then pretty sure Duck Press is taking that off. So I know Sunday we'll have it off. Saturday we'll have off. Friday I think we're fine with. Yeah, man, same thing. I mean, Texas has been rough. Texas has been rough. Even in the officials, I've seen folks find it rough. You know what I mean? So you just gotta take your time. Some people love Texas, some people don't. It is what it is. Chase, if you got some channel points out there, make sure you use them for me so that way I can get out there and do the redemptions. And because I'm trying to make sure that our redemptions stack up to 50,000 this month. That's what I'm trying to do. And I need to just get out there and stream more personal gaming on Twitch as well, so that way we can keep the old Twitch Rooney going. What if you get an opportunity? Your engine blew from the first. Yeah, you were forced to tow. That was that very first one. That's rough, man. And I hate to see you guys go through it. That is for sure. McKinney's still getting his truck fixed. Van Squig's still out there. We'll send. We'll send. Thank you, sir. Lights are off on the pace car. We're going to go back to it. And looks like this. Shane, what do you think about the old new look here? Does it look good? Does it look okay? Does it look bad? I like how much larger the tower looks. Green flag. It fits. Thank you. Don't have many channel points. I tell you what, you just keep watching, you'll get channel points. You should have gotten channel points too from the rest of it. So I appreciate you. Keep the chats going. Keep it going alive. What to the inside of the 3? All right, not done though. Go to McKinney. Try to restrike here. And the long green flag run works. James Mandarin up to third. Montgomery in the 0-4 trying to make it work. There is Charles Jurek. Did Charles get himself all taken care of on that nose? He might have popped there. Got himself a clean looking 71 there. I do believe he's got one of the cleaner trucks out there. I know you got that top right side damage that we were talking about. But I don't know that he has any damage as far as, well, behind the right wheel well. A little bit there. Not that bad. It's not that bad. Nick Goebel, 24. Bull sends around the corner. He put himself back there, didn't he? Ryan Henshaw trying to have another top 10 night. His truck, it looks like he has seen better days, but he's still running. Nothing wrong with it. 92. In a fury kind of moment, Brian Ferry in the 90 has an opportunity here. He's got a clean truck. Come on, Brian. I'm rooting for you. You got a clean truck to be able to compete with these guys up top. Daniel, you're not looking too bad yourself. Full send, boys. Full send. You're also still personal to scroll across the top. I don't like it. I don't like it because it takes away from my sport. I like the left side. It's more traditional for what NASCAR's doing. And I use the top scroll one occasionally, but the way that I have it set, I just don't like it. It's just my personal preference and my personal opinion and my stream. Not trying to be rude or anything. I promise I'm not trying to be rude in that. Things. Back out front, Mandarin to second. Mandarin ready to go. Go, like I said, you don't count him out. He looks like he's going to be there. I used it for the longest time before they came out with the side ticker for the NASCAR look with SDK. I used to, and when I first started using SDK, all that they had was the Mandarin goes for the lead. Rolls the corner. McKinney back at it. McKinney's more of the long run guy here. And now the 3's in dirty air. He cuts the cross off. Making me nervous here. I used it for, I don't know, maybe 6 months before they came out with the NASCAR tower, the NASCAR looking tower, and that was 2020, end of 2020. And then I've been looking for the right resource because I want the Coca-Cola Series feel. I want the traditional NASCAR feel. My voice is that of somebody who is into radio announcing and into broadcast, and that's what I do. And I want to be able to give that to everybody and have that same feel. So, so that's what we look at. All good stuff. McKinney to the back bumper of the 27. McKinney trying to go for the lead here. James has the clean truck out of all three of the top three here. The three's still running. McKinney tries to close the inside. Mandarin will be able to defend here. If I'm Mandarin, I'm rolling him down to the corner. I'm running as low as I can next to the one. And I'm not giving up any of that room. 3 all the way down to the bottom here. As the 1 cuts across the nose of the 3. 27 rolls the bottom of the corner. 4 is the harder turn here. And the 27 can get right back to the 3. Cody McKinney back out front. Goebel back up to 5th. Matthew Montgomery in the 0-4. Ready to roll some of these corners as well. James has got this. James can put himself in the lead here. Montgomery can put himself in the lead here as well. A lot of these drivers are driving straight in the corner. When I talk about driving straight in the corner, if you ever watched the broadcast in the past, if you drive straight into a corner, you are hurting your tires more so than anything. 3 behind the 1. You need to arc yourself into the corner. It's the same with Road Series. You hear people talk about Road Series racing and how you need to apex a turn. Well, the turns in NASCAR, that there is an apex to the turn. And Mandarin finally finding that apex. That's what you want to see. McKinney all the way down to the bottom, runs second lane here. Needs to be up near the wall to drop into the corner. Mandarin up high. Letting the 0-4 go by. He doesn't. No, he doesn't. That's what I'm saying. You need to drop in for the wall. Run the bottom. Let the corner do the work for you more so than your steering wheel. And then get yourself back up to there. There's apexing the turn. The throttle control, the wheel control is all on you. But the line doesn't lie. Even McKinney's even doing the same thing, which is throwing me for a loop here. It's not necessarily how you drive. He's not letting the truck drop into the corner. They're forcing all of the drivers are forcing the truck into the corner. They could be faster. They're out there driving though, not me. And if they are wondering why the trucks kind of snowplow themselves, that's because they snowplow. It's because you're dragging the nose into the corner, and it allows you to get off the throttle. That's what makes the next gen cars do that. If you come up to the corner. If they were up next to the wall right there, right next to that Texas sign, and they started getting into the corner right there, you'll find yourself in a better... And right now, you see the one drifting up the racetrack. His truck's starting to get tight. And you watch the 3 just work the draft of the back bumper. I know he's got a little bit of damage. They are driving straight into that corner. Mandarin back to 5th. There's the 24 of Nick Goebel. He's up 12. Charles Jurek still making it work. Charles is the one that you're seeing run a little higher in the racetrack, and he is fully damaged, and he's starting to his truck is starting to catch the pace. Watch this corner exit. He's able to exit more to the back of the race line here. He's got a damaged truck. Sit all the way down to the bottom. Up high, next to the wall. Second lane. His truck may be a half second slower, but I bet it's more comfortable. If they're loose on corner exit, that means the car's doing its job. It's the same with the B cars. You know, a lot of folks talk about the Xfinity cars and how free they are. The Xfinity cars are meant to be that way. The same thing with the Cup cars. The Cup cars are meant to be a challenge, and I've heard time and time again that folks are saying that the A cars are at first were just too easy to drive, and then I've heard that they say that now they just get snappy loose on the corner exit. They do get snappy loose. It's because there's 3,000 pounds on the front of that car. And anytime you take a lot of that air and you disrupt the back bumper, which is what we see a lot with these close proximity racing, that's exactly what we see out of that. The car's doing its job. Steering ratio will change a lot of that. That's what I see. Let's go racing. Dallas, how you doing? Steering ratio changes a ton on these cars, on those cars and these trucks. The tighter the steering ratio, the more you wear your tires, the less you have to turn your vehicle. The more open, the more you have to turn the wheel to get it to work, but the less tire wear you get because you're not driving the car into the corner, you're letting the car rotate. But it depends on the driving style and how people enter and exit corners. That's the big thing about iRacing. Everybody has a different driving style. Everybody has a different opinion. Nobody's right. Nobody's wrong. Everybody has. It's like everybody's. It's what is it? What is that phrase? It's like a butthole. Everybody has one. Gaps starting to increase. I'm doing good, Dallas. I'm doing fantastic. We'd like to see everybody out there. Thank you for being in the chat. Appreciate you very much. McKinney out front. Koenig, Montgomery. These three drivers. Koenig can go around anytime. McKinney has too much of a ripple right there on the right side. And I think Koenig, he's free. Koenig will be able to get himself around here. Yeah, everybody's got a different driving style. There is a right and wrong line to run, but that is only if it doesn't mix with your driving style. Does that make sense? All of these drivers right here I've seen run other racetracks, including Charlotte, Kansas, the mile-and-a-half tracks that drive similar to this racetrack. Their entrances and exits are a little bit stiff here at Texas. The one is driving like he is defending the bottom line each line instead of trying to make it work. The 3 is driving like he's just following. The 04 is waiting for somebody to make a move. There he goes. Thomas Koenig to the bottom. Kenny free. You saw him snap a little bit right there. They'll be side by side. 78 to 120. Not quite halfway. Ooh, 04 to the bottom, the 3. Now, something you got to be careful, though, is you cannot drag that left front tire below that where the wash-off is. McKinney down back to the back bumper of the 3. An opportunity here. If you touch that bottom portion right there, right below where that white line is, it's going to send you up the racetrack or get you free a little bit right there. He was, absolutely. But the problem with biding your time is that you're wearing your tires the same way the 1 is. Do something different. I still don't understand breaking up the line. Didn't make any sense to me. McKinney would be faster if he didn't have that right rear damage. That's part of what I see there, right there. He's got some nose damage as well. Left rear is fine. There's Pat right there on the hood of his truck. Yeah, all that damage right there changes everything. He got a lot of that nose damage repaired. except for right there where it crinkles. You can see the two lines in the center of that truck where the hood kind of crinkles up a little bit. I wish I had a telestrator or whatever it is, whatever that is. Be like, look at this right here. This is the rear cockpit camera of Thomas Koenig right here. Here's a little drive line along with this guy. Alice, thank you for following out there. Appreciate you very much. Way out of the gas. We'll see a lot of the drivers thinking about coming to pit road here very shortly. Into the bottom. Dish bowl running. I know that Larry McReynolds is the man that has all the information when it comes to racing and what happens there. Mandarin right here in fourth. There's Goebel in fifth. But I do want to say that I think I'm familiar enough with the simulator now that that I could probably give somebody better be quick on pit stops. McKinney's got some damage. He's going to need to find some speed to stay ahead of Koenig here. If Koenig is not fast here, Thomas will have an issue later on. Montgomery and James Mandarin, both of these drivers need to kind of find their own speed here and their own racing line. Everybody just seemingly running the same line here. And so it's almost like a monkey see, monkey do. Charles Jurek here is 11 and a half seconds back. But he's solid in sixth. Papa Bear coming around. 71 has an opportunity here. He might be able to carry some extra speed. He is inside the top 10. Daniel Ferry back here. Got himself around the 90 of Brian Ferry. Brian has the better truck of all the drivers out here. He's got a little right side now, but he didn't before. Ryan Henshaw in the 32, still driving with the 8 here. Christopher Brown in the 92 as well. 32 of Ryan Henshaw, the 90, then the 92. All these drivers still in the lead lap. Koenig is, you would think after 35 laps that, Brown would be a lap down or Ferry would be a lap down, but the lap times have not shown. So Leslie out there, thank you very much. A lot of good drivers taken out on the second caution, well, the technical third caution of the race, but the second caution for incident of the race. But 8 drivers pretty much parked because of what happened. That was a rough one. That was definitely a rough look at what can happen in a split second. 88 of 120. We've ran green since, except for the stage ending caution on lap 50. Here's a look at what happened earlier when it took out a lot of the field here. All of these drivers, 18 to 14 involved. Dustin Slover, Tierney was involved as well. Not much you could say in a form of ouch. Ouch. Is Shane running my logo on the back of his vehicle? Hold on. don't know. His logo looks a lot like mine, though. Somebody must be making logos for people. I'm looking. I'm looking. I'm looking. Come on now. We'll have to look. Montgomery, Jurek to pit road as we see Henshaw in on pits as well. Christopher Brown. Cody McKinney still out there. Goebel 5 seconds off the pace. No caution. No. That's just the graphic for the other drivers. That's what happened that's what took out a lot of the drivers. That was earlier. Roughly about lap, I think it was lap 37. Still green flag here as McKinney and Goebel come to pit road. Kohek's going to stay out another lap. We'll see if he's going to be able to lap the field here. Jurek leaves pit road. 3 will come to pit road, and he will be under. It looked like he was under. Yeah, he's under. 50 miles an hour on pit road, I do believe. Cody McKinney leaving pit road, got himself worked over here. Nick Goebel is leaving pit road as well. Montgomery will be up to speed. Kohek is going to need some extra. A little bit of a full send. Up to speed, Cody McKinney is. Thomas Kohek had a good pit stop there. But McKinney will be up to speed here. Kohek will have to really push his boundaries here, as McKinney will be half-second distance. Kohek reassumes the lead. That was pretty simple. Matthew Montgomery in third, Mandarin in fourth, Nick Goebel in fifth. Charles Jurek will be sixth here. And that is the way the cookie crumbles. Free off the corner. McKinney up high. That'll take some spiciness out of those tires. Kohek was really free. He was sideways there for just a moment. Just means he has to settle back down and get himself back in the mix. Montgomery coming around. He's going to have that third place kind of locked in. So is Mandarin. Mandarin's been pretty consistent. A top 5 night for him. Nick Goebel's trying to catch back up to him as well. But James has been all right. He's been doing pretty decent. He just needs to run his own lane, and we'll see just what these drivers are going to do. 24 behind, 0-4 Montgomery. Still trying to make it work. Cody McKinney rolling. And we'll go static cams for just a moment. And exciting while I take hydrate break. Folks, if you haven't done so, grab your water. With the IVRL 25 laps to go. Have your water, whiskey, water, wine, whatever you're drinking. Maybe it's chocolate milk or apple juice. Do what you gotta do. Here's a toast to me and you. We love you. We appreciate you. after some close racing, the 1 and a 3. And a half-second lap gain back as Kohik tries to close down some of the distance here. McKinney and Thomas Kohik find themselves in dire situations here. Montgomery back here as well. He has got himself neck and neck with James Mandarin. Two out front have outpaced themselves. And Montgomery trying to do the same thing that Kohik is doing, drive himself to the inside. Kohik's going to be your race leader. He takes back over the lead. Finds McKinney back to second here. Biding his time again. Mandarin all over the back bumper of the 0-4. There's an opportunity here for James if he wants it. He just needs to take his time. Even with time running out, there's still opportunity. Kohik has the one with him, 71 of Campbell. There is Mike Campbell. They call him the Papa Bear for a reason. 71's going to be up high. McKinney will be able to run this corner. I just think that Cody has a little bit of too much damage there to keep himself into that pace. 71. There's a big shove to the 3 there. Papa Bear running his line. And Kohik kind of made it a little bit dicey for him there. You don't want to. I've got no problem with the way he's running as far as driving his line. And I've got no problem with the way that Papa Bear is running his line. However, you need to leave yourself some room here, folks. That's for darn sure. That was almost devastating for him. Papa Bear lets the one go by. That was the cleaner of the two passes that we saw. All good. You don't want to see those situations. Because if Mike wanted to, he could have felt obligated there to give a little extra bump to the 3. But he didn't. Sportsmanship, right? Man, this is the best battle we've got going on so far. Break up the draft on the backstretch. 27 down low. Zero 4. If I'm James, I'm not disrupting my line. Same thing as I said before. Cody McKinney caught Kohik before the damage came by running a simple line. Mandarin was doing his job there by running a simple line. You start doing what the driver in front of you does, you're never gonna find a way around. You're only gonna be doing what that driver does. You have to find your own way. Right now, Nick Goebel, who was about 3.5 seconds behind these two, is now 2.5 seconds. Mandarin is kind of full of speed here. That's the 90 and the 92. There's the 18 of Jerry McKinney. McKinney back out there to get another spot or two. He's 60 laps down, but it's all about pace. There's the 92 there as well. 90 faster than these drivers. Can be faster than these drivers. Brian Ferry there to the outside. He has got some battling going on here with the 92 behind him. That's Christopher Brown. 27 down low. 92, 18 is going to be there as well. 10 laps to go. Montgomery a half second now the distance. Lap traffic giving him a breather here between he and James Mandarin. Kohik, McKinney, Montgomery. Eight laps to go. Simple race here, folks. 6 drivers on the lead lap. Jurek, the last driver to be seen in that way. Charles gives up the high line for the 3. We'll run him down tight, though. Nice job being a teammate to McKinney. Kohig there. It's a good way to pull some air off a driver. Full second, though. Kohig's last lap, 30.90. Full 1 second fall off between he and Cody McKinney. McKinney is 1.1 seconds off the pace at the moment. Sorry, 1 point. He's a tenth off the pace, and he is 1.1 seconds off of his fastest lap time. Fastest lap of the race belongs to the 3. Jurek able to make some work here. Brian Ferry right there. Flat nose of Cody McKinney. What's not helping him right now. Thomas Kohik's going to run out here 1.3 seconds. And barring a catastrophe, that'll be his race. Montgomery outpacing Mandarin now. Lap traffic didn't help the situation of the 27. Nick Goebel starting to catch the 2 drivers, though. He went from 3.5 seconds back. Now he is about 2 seconds back. Not even 2 seconds. He's a second back from Mandarin and Montgomery. 5 laps to go. Nick Goebel has an opportunity here for a top 3 if he wants it. If he can get it around in the next 4 laps. If he can get around the 90. He's got a chance here. He's got Mandarin right there in turn 1. Montgomery, flat exit of 2. Now on the exit of 2. Nick Goebel's tracking him down here. 3 laps to go to Kohik. Kohik's going to win this one. My race is back here. Nick's making this one interesting. Can he catch Mandarin and can he catch Montgomery? I don't know that he can. But boy, did he have some speed. And a valiant effort for Goebel. He was Nick's one of those drivers that I kind of expect to be in the top 5 every race. Not that I would ever have any expectation of any driver. But boy, howdy, he had a run for himself. Kohik comes around, takes the white flag. A big wreck takes out half the field, and it's been pretty pedestrian since. Kohik has the cleanest truck. Clean and fast and consistent. A lot of drivers behind him have a lot of damage that they had to get repaired. And doesn't take away from the talent, of course, of somebody going around and driving 120 laps, it's for sure. But Kohik wins it, and Fred McKinney will come home second. Montgomery will be third. Mandarin fourth. And Nico will be fifth. Race results. Middle of your screen. Kohik's going to be a race winner. McKinney, Montgomery, Mandarin, Goebel, Ferry, Jurek, then Campbell, Brian Ferry in the 90, Christopher Brown in that 10 spot. Ryan Henshaw finishes in 11th. Joey McKinney 12th after finding himself, he was 89 laps down. He was able to get himself back out there, though. Van Squik, or 60 laps down. Van Squik finishes in 13th, Slover 14th, Freeman 15th, Tierney 16th. All of those drivers wrapped up into that one. Joey McKinney's the only one that stayed on the field. He was able to get himself prepared. Kind of cool. Donald Bennett out there. Tyler Brown as well in the 18 wrapped up early. That was one of the earlier incidents that we saw in 17. Let's see. Let's move on down. Come on now. Joe Conley, first incident of the race that was unfortunate. He got free on lap 2, and I think he just kind of reset and went to the pits, which we've seen. Go Hicks, your race winner, and yeah, this is the season, right? Is the season. Okay. Alrighty. Well, that's your race for you, folks. I appreciate you very much, and it was a good one. It was definitely a good one. Always a pleasure to see everybody out there. Thank you to the IVRL International Virtual Racing League, and thank you to the HMG Innovations drivers out there. Not just that, but go to hmginnovations.com, find out more about what you can get done with them. They have some great graphic opportunities, and they do some great paints and all kinds of stuff for the iRacing platform, and they're a big part of the growth of what iRacing is doing. Big shout out to Roasted Gems for being the caution sponsor here for the IVRL series, and yeah, just a ton of fun. Driver interviews are usually conducted immediately afterwards, so I'm gonna say that we missed the opportunity for that one. Never mind. Congratulations, Thomas. Give a quick shout outs real quick and on your race here.
What was that?
Quick shout outs. Go ahead.
JCR, McLovin, which is John Freeman. And that's about it.
All right, man. Congrats on the race win here. A lot of damaged vehicles, but a clean, consistent drive for the 3 truck here. And just wanted to give you props real quick. I was getting ready to end everything. I didn't see anybody up here, so I wanted to make sure I got you taken care of. Congrats on the race win here, Tom.
Thank you.
Always the man himself right there. The number 3 comes home, and it is the way it goes. And yeah, that's what it is. Folks, much love. See you in the next one.